everyone, and welcome to this 2025 YouTube presentation of the AVP WAUPACA Open, and we are in our women's final. I'm Rob Aspero with Taylor right on the call here in our inline view, and let me bring Taylor in because we've seen nothing but great matches from the pair that we are seeing in this final, and understandably so. Taylor, have at it.
I've got to start with Loreen Kinna and Loreen. Had the chance to call these young ladies at Virginia Beach, taking down first place with a nice check and a bid directly into Manhattan Beach Open on the AVP Contender Series. But the storyline, in my opinion, right now is Ella Fate Connor and Izzy Martinez. Izzy Martinez playing some of the most fiery defense that we've seen in a long time, second only maybe to Gina Uringo, with a great dig there, just barely getting over the net as Loreen puts that one back down for the first point of the match. So Izzy Martinez, the player to watch here, as she has taken over on the defensive role in these last couple of matches that we've had to call here on Stadium. And Ella Connor just banging away off the beautiful sets of Izzy Martinez, but not to be mistaken, Loreen Kinna moving across the sand with grace, coming to us from Guthrie, France. Loreen Kinna playing some ball down here, Loyola Marymount, and Loreen just coming off some time at Washington, playing out of her league lately up at the net, being a very formidable blocker coming at 6 foot. So a great matchup we're going to have here at the net between Chloe and Ella, and a defensive battle between Loreen Kinna and Izzy Martinez.
Excellent call, Taylor. Right, we got an early 2-1 lead for Kinna and Loreen. Izzy Martinez taking a rip. Ball's dug over, clean up off the block of Loreen. Izzy Martinez going to get another swipe. Overhand dig, and the dig on one misses long.
Yeah, looked like that was going to be a great play, and it just barely falling just out of bounds there. So 2-2, Ella going back to the line, and Ella's proven so far today that she's quite the formidable server.
Standing floater drops down and in.
Almost like she heard my call and wanted to prove me right. Ella Connor is ticking another one on the board there for her ace count.
Connor stands at 6-1 from Kihei, Hawaii, played for Todd Rogers and the Mustangs. This was their last season in 2025. Martinez rolls it off the top of Loreen for 2.
Yeah, Izzy Martinez coming in at 5'9", so certainly not short, but standing next to Ella Connor coming in at 6'1", may not look like the biggest hitter, but we've seen Izzy really use some great shots, but we've also watched her absolutely detonate on some balls in the last 2 matches here on Stadium Court.
And Loreen Kinna, soft drop and roll right by the block, 4-3 on the turn, or 3-4 on the turn. Looking at Loreen Kinna, who stands at 5'11". Great baller for John Mayer and his LMU Lions. She played with Megan Rice at the ones for John Mayer in her senior season.
Oh, grabbing the line goes Izzy Martinez, notching another one on the board, 5-3.
Martinez, a very cerebral player. She has definitely got the volley IQ, as she's been getting some good reads, and some of it's got to be instinct as she's been poking balls through the block like that one on Loreen, but not to be outdone. Loreen Kinna, standing knuckler for the winner.
Yeah, the big thing we talked about so far is that, Izzy Martinez breaking my coaching brain, really wanting to see her stay still in defense, but when you move as quickly and elegantly as she does, she's able to take that quick early step, and if it's a misread, she's so quick to just be able to run a ball down, and Ella Connor elevating and snapping that ball down the line.
I feel like the Cal Poly pair of Martinez and Connor run a meat and potatoes type of offense. It's very basic, but they get it done. Loreen slings it back to Kinna and gets it by Connor.
Yeah, Connor kind of falling back there, maybe had a bad footing in the sand and not able to get a press back over the net, as we see some rain starting to come down on the court here at the AVP WAUPACA Open 2025 Stadium Court.
And Izzy Martinez slice and dice action.
Izzy's just been such a force to reckon with all day here on Stadium Court, taking over matches from the defensive position and just putting on a master class of, you said it, Rob, just cerebral play. It's so smart. Loreen with a jump set, dug by Martinez.
Good read by Kinna down the line. Kinna with the attack air after the extended rally.
So knocking another one on the board there, 8 serving 5. Connor and Martinez slowly inching away here, trying to maintain control of this first set and really put Loreen and Kinna on their heels.
8-5, they're testing Marina over that deep area 1, and she's able to drop the shot down the line on the switch. 6-8.
Yeah, so Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez have done their job early in the set, establishing the big swing, the cut, the defense. Now they just need to play some simplistic volleyball. You said that meat and potatoes, and really just take care of the rock, as a lot of people talk about in football. They just need to take care of the ball here and not give up any blown plays.
Good down ball challenge for Loreen, but they do a little shake and bake at the backside as Loreen puts it away.
Jacob and I had the pleasure of calling the final match between Marine Kinna and Chloe Loreen there at Virginia Beach, and they went to that back set a lot anytime they felt like they needed to really build some momentum, and almost unstoppable at Virginia Beach. So I certainly think they're going to start bringing that play to the forefront of their gameplay, and a lot more here. And that ball just barely tagging the back line. So all of a sudden, a tie ball game for Kinna Loreen, inching closer and tying it up with Connor and Martinez.
They could have done a little stall there and challenge that, don't you think? Yeah, that was very close.
Yeah, I veteran players, I think, would have maybe called for a challenge there, though, but letting the refs do their job and just going to the next play.
Flinging it to the middle is Martinez. Connor rolls it off the cable and out of play. And
right
first
now,
lead on the other side for Kinna and Loreen.
Yeah, Kinna and Loreen doing a good job not letting Connor Martinez get into a rhythm, as we saw. Once Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez feel like they're in a rhythm and they're playing well, their offensive prowess is so powerful. And Kinna and Loreen doing a great job right now, not letting them get comfortable.
And Connor, deep corner, putting a coffin corner shot down for the point to tie it up at 9s.
Yeah, we saw Ella Connor hit that same shot, I'd say probably 4 to 5 times in their last match. She kind of dekes like she's going to swing seam, and at the last minute just snaps it back towards the line. So really good shot by her, but I'll be interested to see. I think they're definitely going to adjust. They've seen that before.
Kinna, high line shot, and it looked like Connor closed off everything, but apparently there's a little space for Kinna to get by.
Just threading the needle there on that one. She did not have a lot of room.
10 serving 9, and service air ties us up at 10s.
Rob, I don't believe any one of us would have called this to be a blowout going either direction after watching both of these teams play. We knew this was going to be a tight one. We knew this was going to be a chess match.
Good serve down the line to Loreen by Martinez. Loreen misses long.
So an 11-10 technical timeout. Rob, Kinna and Loreen have done a great job of, tying it up and pushing through that little bit of lead that they gave away early. What can they do here to really continue keeping Connor and Martinez on their heels as they've done so far, because they're certainly not going to want to let Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez get hot, because we know what happens then.
Well, I think that what they're doing is the right thing. They're keeping the ball on Izzy Martinez. Not that she is the lesser attacker of the two, but Ella Connor, when she gets rolling, I think she relies a lot on the emotion of that particular point or set. If you get her involved, she's going to be really hard to stop. So Martinez, the non-emotional players, so to speak, they're trying to make sure they contain her because they'll settle for points from Martinez, but if they get Connor going, that's where they can be in a lot of trouble.
I would agree. The one thing I would add to that as well is, as we've seen Ella Connor, some beautiful hands that she has in her setting capabilities. However, it's much more an in-system set that she really goes for the big hand set. If they start going after Ella Connor, as we've seen Izzy Martinez able to throw dimes even out of system. So if they can get Ella Connor to pass out of system, it doesn't quite mean the point's over, as Izzy Martinez has proven time and time again that pretty much anywhere on the court she's able to throw up a dot of a set.
11-11 after the wipe off the outside hand of Connor. Martinez on the pass, Martinez on the rip, goes wide. Seesaw battle going on here, Taylor, and it's not because of the play, but the unforced errors now since the technical timeout.
Yeah, we talked about that early on. Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez gave up quite a few unforced errors in the first set of one of their earlier matches, and talked about they weren't able to clean that up. They were going to have a very long road ahead of them, and it looks like those unforced errors are kind of rearing their ugly head right now, and they're going to need to get those under control quickly, as Kinna and Loreen are not a team to mess with in terms of firepower or momentum.
Yeah, don't get down deep against this team as Martinez rolls it high line. We're at the score, 2 serving 3 is our square bug. Down there has revealed, again, first set of our women's final in our AVP WAUPACA Open. Kinna, cross-court blast dug up and over by Martinez. Kinna sets Loreen, roll shot in the corner, and what a smart play by Chloe.
Yeah, we've seen Chloe do that exact shot right there. Just take a snapshot of it. I think I've seen that exact play by Chloe Loreen probably 15 times in the last 3 weeks. So that is very much something that she likes to replicate.
Short serve over towards Martinez, and Martinez going wrist away.
And a great set there by Ella Connor. That was I would say a 6.5 out of 10 pass, and Ella Connor doing a great job there, getting her feet set, great back set, and Martinez able to make some, just a beautiful read on that ball and get it just over the block.
Loreen offering from Kinna. Connor on the pull dig. Connor on the off-speed cross-cutting.
Yeah, Kinna gonna want that one back. She thought she saw something different on Connor dig, and Ella Connor doing such a good job on that peel, just keeping her shoulders forward, able to play that overhand pass so well, and then just doing what Ella Connor does so effortlessly almost, and just coming up, nice turn away swing for an easy point. 14-14.
Martinez, the All Big West first team honoree, deals an ace on the deck. 5-4.
And a quick timeout.
Yeah, Izzy Martinez had a great junior season. Again, she is awarded, given AVCA second team honors as an AVCA top flight honoree, which means she won 75% of her matches, first team All Big West, and received Big West Pair of the Week. And that was with Logan Walter, her partner at the twos for Todd Rogers Mustangs. But what I wanted to bring up is, if you look at our final, here and look at our athletes that are competing, all of them recently or are currently active in NCAA Division I programs. Chloe Loreen played for Derek Olson of University of Washington. Marine Kinna for John Mayer over at LMU. And then, of course, Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez for Todd Rogers at Cal Poly. So all within the last 3 years, you have all this young talent coming into the AVP.
Yeah, we've talked so much about that over the last couple of weeks and how we've seen just this, massive increase in NCAA athletes coming straight into the AVP and just doing amazing things.
And Loreen with a smart over on 2.
Yeah, not the best pass there by Marine Kinna, but Chloe Loreen able to clean that up. Chloe Loreen standing at 6 foot, able to just stand on the ground and knuckle pokey that one right into no man's land in front of Izzy Martinez.
Martinez overpass picked up by Loreen. Let's see what happens. Loreen shoots it down the line. Another lead change.
Another lead change, and we're just seeing both teams right now finding 2 and 3 points at a time. So constant ebb and flow of the roller coaster that we're seeing here in this first set.
I think Martinez just took an out ball, but Connor takes care of it nonetheless.
Yeah, a little, honestly, it was like we were looking at a Black Mirror episode there. Chloe Loreen hit her pokey standing on the ground, and Ella Connor does one right back to her.
And Loreen on her option ball winner.
So right now we're seeing some good service pressure by both teams, and they're forcing some awkward tight passes going both directions. And so far, both bigs, both blockers are able to just go up and either poke or snap that ball down away for the option kill. So
cleaning up the mess of their defenders.
Oh my!
Izzy on the Sizzy.
Izzy Martinez playing a little route running around that AVP Optics Wilson volleyball sitting on the ground over there, able to come in and just tattoo that one on the cross swing. So 17-17, tie ball game here late in the first set.
Martinez hits it in the net after such a big blast.
That's going to bring up the big crunch time switch of 18 serving 17. Loreen back to the line. Who do you go after here, Rob?
Connor, she hasn't been served in a while. She might be a little cold. Nope, they go right back to Martinez, but it's a bad pass saved by Connor, and make that an ace for Chloe.
Big time serve by Chloe Loreen, and a big time error by Izzy Martinez is going to bring out the really fast timeout. We talked about this earlier today, Rob. Todd Rogers really big on how his players come out of timeouts. So interesting to see how Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez can respond after giving up that ace, taking the quick timeout. How they come out of this timeout is going to be very telling of the way this match may fall.
If they are the Todd Rogers prototypes, what they're doing is just looking at the court right now and doing some visioning techniques inside their brains. Is like, get this next point and what's that going to look like? So they're going to look for that perfect pass, that perfect set, and to win, be it by a blast or a cutty. I'm thinking that they're going to get the ball to Martinez, so she's just looking to get that good pass and hopefully run a good play off of it.
And back onto the sand to finish out set number 1, 19, serving 17, Chloe back to serve.
There's the biggest lead for Kinna and Loreen. Everyone's been hanging tight. The biggest lead for Connor and Martinez was 3 early on, but not by much here as we see Martinez go to the high ball, picked up by Kinna. Here's a chance, and Martinez stuck at the net, so she gets tooled by Kinna. Set point.
Yeah, great response there by Kinna Loreen to set up the set point. What I do got to talk about, though, and I love, is Izzy Martinez, Ella Connor coming out of that timeout, immediately switching sides. So Martinez going to the left side, Connor going to the right side, trying to give a different look, and it not working out, but a big rip there by Martinez to stave off that set point.
lethality at the left side, and that's Izzy Martinez getting a violent.
Big serve here by Connor.
Just misses long.
Something we haven't seen Ella Connor do much today is miss serves, and that one probably going to hang out in her memory bank for a while.
So that is a 21-18 win, and up until 16, both teams are pretty much going toe-to-toe, and then unforced errors again haunting the losing team. Right now, that is Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez, but they are capable of turning this around, and they've shown it in the teams they've beaten. They've lost first to Abby Van Winkle and Savvy Simo in pool play, but they turned around and got them right back in the playoffs, or the single elimination bracket. Now, Izzy and Ella are playing good ball. They should just forget this first set and go forward. But I'm curious, Taylor, what your thoughts are after what we just saw in this first set of play.
Yeah, I felt that Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez did a very good job early in that set, minimizing mistakes and capitalizing on big points. But down the stretch, the wheels fell off the bus, and they gave up some really big-time plays. Let Chloe Loreen and Loreen Kinna certainly take control, and some very untimely errors. We gave up some aces. We missed some serves. So we also watched this happen early today, where they got out of a match with a win, but it certainly didn't look like they should have. It certainly looked like they could have easily lost that match, and we talked about how they really needed to minimize those errors, and so far in that last set, not really doing that job well. So I'd really like to see them just clean up, and I'm sure that's what Todd would probably ask them as well, is just, hey, we've really got to take care of the ball in the big moments. We can't give up those big runs. We can't give up those big transitional plays.
Well, seeing out at the serve is Loreen Kinna, as Martinez gets it off the block of Loreen.
Going against the grain there in terms of their typical offense, right? That meat and potatoes of just some simple volleyball, but going to a back set off the very first point in the second set. So certainly maybe looking to turn their focus to the offensive side and get some quick points.
Tough serve, but a good pass by Loreen, and ball's deflected off of Connor, then down onto the sand.
So both teams going to kind of a little bit of a tempo back set here early in the second set. We might get a little run and gun that we haven't really got to see on the men's side today, and maybe the ladies want to show out now and start showing off some quick tempo plays.
Well, Chloe and Marine have been passing really well in serve receive, so why not? You got the first set win, roll the dice as Connor knocks it over on two.
There's that same just elevate turn by Ella Connor there that she's able to do just so well, kind of fading back away with the wrist snap to the line.
Serving over in that back left corner is Martinez. Tough serve picked up by Loreen. They fake like she's going to a back set, and she swings to the front. Little hocus pocus play.
Chloe Loreen may not like me saying this, but that looked a little Taylor Crabb-esque. She ran a little, inside out deke route there, looking a little football player-ish, and hitting that big stab set to the inside really forced Ella Connor into a bad transition ball on the block.
Easy read for Kinna off that cutting by Martinez. Knuckle poke down the line, and easy play for Kinna.
Yeah, so far, Loreen Kinna, Chloe Loreen only up by 1 point, but if I didn't have a scoreboard, I'd say it probably looks worse than that, as they look very comfortable right now, and Ella Connor, Isabella Martinez looking a little bit more reactive.
And that ball looks like it's hit into the net. It looks like they may have called a touch on the block. Let's see which way they go.
That's what the question is here. Izzy Martinez certainly thinking that there was a touch, as that ball did kind of shoot to the side rather quickly, but the initial call was just out, no touch. That's what Loreen's kind of holding her composure here, saying, I didn't touch that ball, I assure you.
The referee convention over in WAUPACA now happening right there at the stand.
And we've got all 4 of them.
While they're having that discussion over there, I wanted to point out the team that Loreen Kinna was on for LMU, and look at the names that were on that roster with her. Reka Orsi Toth, Megan Rice, Avery Papinga. And I know I'm leaving one out here, but a solid team in 2022-23 for John Mayer, and they've continued to get better. Shooting in the middle is Martinez, and Loreen is on fire.
Yeah, so to conclude, that last touch was called a no touch by Chloe Loreen at the net, so it was a attack error the way of Izzy Martinez, going back to serve and then getting blocked on the subsequent play, bringing us to, I believe, a 5-2 switch. So opened up a bit of a lead, a 6-2 lead now. So the largest lead by either team here in this match so far.
That is the biggest deficit we've seen by this team on the matches they've called today for them. So they've got to grab a handle of this before it gets too far away for them to do anything. And then shooting to the pin, Martinez misses long and make that an attack error again, 7-2.
Yeah, that I'm going to call that play and we're going to get a quick timeout there. So I like the idea, Ella and Izzy. However, I think we're getting a little too fancy on something that maybe we haven't worked enough on. So the idea there was to really deke the inside set and really try to trap Chloe Loreen to the inside and then run that away set. And Ella Connor just letting that ball fling a little too far, getting outside the antenna, leading Izzy Martinez to just have to try to pop that up and over and just shooting it long. So as we get a little umbrella wave here in front of the camera.
Let's see if Andrew B goes in for the slide tackle.
She just noticed what she was doing. So yeah, I like the idea by Ella and Izzy there, just not but Izzy and Ella getting a little too fancy with it, and that one all missing long. Also, I want to bring up real quick, so obviously you can tell the rain has picked up, but so has the wind. You can slowly see those flags in the background. Even though they're wet, they're blowing a little bit, so that wind's starting to pick up here and going to lead to maybe some more errant sets and passes.
Uh-oh, delayed call on that ball.
Getting called in bounds there.
Wow. Talk about a run for Loreen and Kinna. 5-point run already. Connor off the block. Great read by Martinez. Martinez trap set and somehow gets it by Chloe.
Not something we see very often. Chloe Loreen typically so good on those tight sets, able to just go up and grab that ball, but lets one just barely sneak past her. So 3-8 Ella Connor at the line. She's got to find a way to dig deep right now and really push if they're going to have any chance of forcing a third set. And you see the movement on that ball.
Yes, that was a tailing off to the right there.
That wind doing numbers on that serve. Somehow it just sails out of bounds.
And that one goes wide, riding the wind current on that one, because you can see that thing moving fast and towards outside that sideline after the contact.
Really quick, Rob, I want to mention the men's final has officially been decided. Down goes Gage Basie, Thomas Hurst, losing in 3 to Peter Knoll and Caleb Queckel in the third set, 15-12. So tightly contested, but our men's final has officially been set. Evan Corey Troy Field taking on Peter Knoll and Caleb Queckel coming up just after this.
10-4 as Kinna steps back to the service line. Martinez getting a point. Maybe they can chip away at this 6-point lead. Now making it 5-10.
As we've seen so far, and you made the call earlier, Rob, Loreen Kinna and Chloe Loreen, such a difficult team to make runs against. So Ella Connor and Isabella Martinez, if you're going to do it, there's no time like the present You got to start right now with some big points. And there, a missed error swing by Loreen Kinna. So it's certainly not undoable, right? This is a big uphill road for Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez to push through right now, but they got to hold their chins up and just go for every point that they can get.
Oh, stopping the momentum there on that unforced error, 11-6. They needed a text Coach Rogers at the technical. Tight pass, Connor on the swing off the block. That helps a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be a great play, right? So Chloe Loreen serving, then running up from the service line as the blocker. If Izzy Martinez can just get a good, consistent high middle pass, Ella Connor's going to take care of that ball every single time on the option. So he's really got to focus on that pass, though.
Kinna on a perfect pass over to Loreen, and pulling into the angle is Connor, and she can't grab hold of the Kinna attack.
Yeah, Ella Connor thought she saw something different there, wanted to get out of there quickly, but Loreen Kinna is such a good hitter. That's maybe not the right pull in my opinion there. You stay up, force her to something higher.
Wrist away winner for Martinez. As she fades away to the left side after that approach, she can stop her momentum mid-air because you can see her drifting to that left pin.
Really big point here for Ella and Izzy. If they can go to this technical timeout only down 3, it would be a huge momentum shift from where they were just a few points ago.
Off the block goes Kinna, and it's 13-8 on the switch and technical timeout. Taylor, I'm going to jump on this and say, what are you saying to Izzy and Ella in their players' box right now?
You know, you said it earlier, Ella Connor really kind of feeds on that energy and playing maybe a little bit from the emotional side, whereas Izzy, a little bit more calm, cool, collected. You know, I haven't been around her for a long time, so I don't know, but I think I'm trying to fire her up here with some words of, hey, stop playing timid. We've got to go after every point right now. We're down 5 against a very good team. There's no more chances to hang our head after a missed point or, be too conservative. We've got to get some balls in, but we've got to score points too. We've got to score them quickly. So pick your chin up and let's go out here and play some big girl ball, because that's the only way that we're going to slow down Chloe Loreen and Loreen Kinna, because right now they are very much in control of this match.
I'd only add that, you know what? They've already bettered their best result by going to the quarterfinals. Play loose, have fun. You're in a final. Make the most of this opportunity. Go out swinging.
Oh, just like that. Have some fun. A great back platform set by Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez, just snapping one down across court.
9-13, and maybe that's the spark that lights the fire, perchance. Loreen,
great curve.
First bad pass by Loreen, but she still takes care of the broken play.
Man, that was if you're Izzy Martinez there, you got to be feeling just a little deflated. That was a beautiful rip serve by her, and a bad pass, and somehow Chloe Loreen still comes out with a rip.
Loreen Kinna dives the line and gets the dig. Martinez up and over on one. Kinna on the cover. Down ball coming? No, free ball coming. Martinez backpedaling. Connor knuckles it over deep line. Kinna in pursuit. Let's see what she does. High line roll covered by Martinez. Martinez outside the sideline, goes cross court cutting off of Loreen. And she has a double flex of the biceps.
Both teams doing their best Flintstone impressions and just not letting their feet stop. What a roller coaster of a play that was.
All that for 10 serving to 14, but they are chipping away at the lead. Connor needs a tough serve out of this. But Loreen's so good in service C, but a miscommunication play and they still get the point.
Yeah, Chloe Loreen got away with one there. And I'm not talking about any rules violations. I'm just talking about Martinez maybe thought that Chloe Loreen was just going to have to punch that one deep, and somehow Chloe Loreen just, her court vision just showing up in big moments and just easily poking that one short right in front of Martinez.
Oh, fake attack, Connor. And Martinez dug and zigged when she should have zagged as Martinez, as Kinna saw the shift by Martinez, and she drives it over that high area 1 on the shot while Martinez was shooting for area 5.
Yeah, something we haven't seen really all weekend so far from Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez is that body language. Right now, both of them kind of, shoulders forward a little bit. They're feeling the pressure of the second set, which is a do or die set for them right now after dropping the first. And you maybe said it best, Rob. Maybe that's what I was saying. She's not what she needs to hear. They need to lighten up and just have some fun right now, because they're letting every bad point just roll right into the next one.
And an attack error for Kinna.
So 12-16, they, like you said, they've chipped away at that lead a little bit. No time like the present to press. If Izzy Martinez can pull off another big rip serve here, it's certainly going to help their case to make this mid-set push.
Well, there's still time. We're going to call it Don't Get Jackson Urango. And what's it called there? We got a double?
Yeah, we did get a no justice, no peace sign there. Or 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's our first one of the day, or maybe second one of the day. So that's actually good stats right there.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Some good, clean volleyball here on Stadium.
Swing to the right, Loreen. Martinez gets it up. Connor. And Martinez fading out and misses. Oh.
Martinez, half from the ground, half falling backwards. Just barely misses that one long. Honestly, I know it looked out by a couple of feet, but we're talking she was 15 feet off the net, so not by much. 17-13. They are inching closer, but they're going to have to make a heck of a push right now and get this set back under control if they're going to put Chloe Loreen and Marine Kinna in a situation to have to play a third set in this finals match.
Martinez, excellent pass, run and gun offense. Dug by Kinna. She's now swinging, and Martinez out of the reach of that baby Cuddy.
Yeah, Marine Kinna so good at kind of holding her hand after the approach and really showing swing and then just dropping the pinky and going to a cut. So such a formidable player when it comes to playing defense against her.
And Martinez with a good swing, but it goes wide.
Oh, by just a couple grains of sand there. I mean, you can't even say inches because I don't think my ruler goes that low.
19-13 is all hope lost for Martinez and Connor, but she goes coffin corner on the attack.
That tags the line there, so we've got 14-19. We certainly have seen crazier things happen. So Marine Kinna, Chloe Loreen, you better buckle up, because if there's a team that could do it, it's Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez. So play some simple ball here and don't give up any big plays.
Oh, and getting aggressive is Chloe Loreen on the 2-ball. Misses long.
So 15-19.
And back to serve. Ella Connor standing float deep over towards Kinna. Another great pass. Good. Does it miss?
No, just inbounds over the head of Izzy Martinez. So we've got a set point match championship point of 20 serving 15.
I recall, I'm having a flashback to this exact same score right now.
Literally identical.
Tough serve, Martinez. Martinez still swinging.
Let's talk about the set really fast from Ella Connor there. Flat to the net, grabs that ball without question and just dimes a beautiful ball out to the pin for Martinez to detonate down the line.
16, match point number 2. Right up the gut, Kinna on the cutty and Kinna on the win, and we've got our 2025 AVP WAUPACA Open champions in Marine Kinna and Chloe Loreen in a straight set win over Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez. Taylor Wright, give me the breakdown of what we saw in our women's final.
Well, Marine Kinna, Chloe Loreen, you guys deserve all of the praise, all of the credit. You came in, you fought from down in a very tightly contested first set, taking it 21-18, and then came out in the second set and flexed your muscles with a 21-16 stomping in the second set to take it down in 2. You guys deserve every bit of credit and love that you're getting for this win right here, as you've now taken down Virginia Beach and WAUPACA in the same year, flexing on what you're able to do. But on the same regard, Ella Connor, Izzy Martinez, hold your chins high. You guys played some phenomenal volleyball all weekend. Fighting, twisting, shots, swings, blocks. You guys had almost answers for everything. Falling just short in the finals should not play any regard to how you feel about how this weekend went, as you showed, or you've proven that you belong on the AVP Contender Series Tour, and you belong in some great matches. I also don't want to overspeak here, but with Loreen and Kinna already having a bid into Manhattan, I do believe there's a trickle down that could take place, giving a bid to Connor and Martinez. So someone fact check that for me. I might have to send out some text real quick to some AVP officials, but I do believe there is a trickle down, situation that could still get these ladies a bid into the Manhattan Beach Open. So hold your chins high. You guys did a phenomenal job, and Kinna and Loreen just played some incredible volleyball that we've seen from them this year, and really showed out that second set.
Oh, that's an excellent breakdown, Taylor. And all I'm going to add is the money that will be won here. In second place, that's Ella Connor and Izzy Martinez walked away with a $5,250 prize, while Chloe Loreen and Marine Kinna get the Big Daddy prize, $9,750, $30,000 per gender during this tournament here, WAUPACA, as well as in Virginia Beach and Denver. But a great purse to be won by both sides, and more than anything else, we truly enjoyed the battles they had through qualifying, through modified pool play, and through the elimination bracket play. So with that, for Taylor Wright, I'm Rob Aspero. We've got to prepare for our final match of the evening, which the Bombing Brothers are going to make another appearance. That's Evan, Corey, and Troy Fields. They face off with Peter Cannoli and Caleb Quickle, and it is a 1-2 matchup. So expect some high flying and we'll say some highlight zone material. So we'll be back in just a few moments. I'm thinking it'll be right around 10 minutes. Appreciate you tapping into our AVP presentation on YouTube of the 2025 WAUPACA Open.